Ladies and gentlemen, the reason that you're all here this evening is to pay tribute and honor a man that has spent over 30 years in the polka field, performing for you, making you happy. What do you say right now? We give Max Kawa a nice round of applause for performing with over 28 bands in the polka field for a number of years. He's the reason that we're all here. And if I could just take a minute to be a little personable. I've met a lot of people in the polka field over the years, over my 16-year career in the polka field. But I have to say, and I mean this sincerely, and I'm saying this because I'm up here acting as your master of ceremonies tonight. I'm saying this from my heart. Max Kawa is the most professional, nicest man that you ever wanted to know in the polka field. Seriously. He's a fantastic musician, a great vocalist, and the thing about Max Kawa is it doesn't go to his head. And in the polka field, there's a number of guys where it goes to his head. Seriously, Max, you're not one of them. You're a superman, and you're a gentleman in the polka field, and more people should pattern themselves after Max. Max Kawa started playing professionally at the age of 18, and he's been playing for the past 30 years, and he's now 48. I didn't want to throw that in there, but I had to tell him exactly. But Max, you look so young, and I think the reason that you look so young is because of your wife, Sandy. She keeps you on your toes, Max. Along with their daughter and son, Jeff and Jennifer. And also, at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to especially remember, because I'm sure that she's looking down on us this evening as we're celebrating Max Kawa Day, and they're having a Max Kawa Day up in heaven. His mother, Jean, who passed away last October. Along with Jean and Max Sr., they were a big inspiration in Max's career. Ladies and gentlemen, please, this is important for a man that has given so much to the polka field, and I think if we could just have a few minutes of silence for Max. Thank you. But really, seriously, Max Sr., along with Jean, his lovely mother, were the inspiration, the driving force behind Max Kawa, and they're the reason that Max Kawa is here today. So let's give them a big round of applause. You know, Max Kawa has played with 28 top polka bands in the last 30 years. So that means it's been about maybe 1 year every band, right? Although we did a show together last April, I think it was, Max, or March, somewhere along that lines, and I said to your leader of your Happy Stars band, I said, Jerry, I think Max Kawa finally found his niche in life. You add so much to the Happy Stars. You've added so much to every band that you played with, but I really think that you found your niche when you started performing with, seriously, when you started performing with the Happy Stars. He adds so much with his vocals and his trumpet playing. You make the Happy Stars what they are today, seriously, and I think that deserves a big round of applause. You know, when Max was growing up, his father played the trumpet for a number of years, and his father probably told him to take his trumpet and blow, right, Max? Yeah. But seriously, we owe his father and his mother, Jean, a great deal of credit, because if it wasn't for them, like I said, he wouldn't be here. Max has performed with the Starlights Orchestra. That's the first orchestra that you performed with? Then you went to the Tones? No? You don't remember? Let me refresh your memory. The Starlights Orchestra, the Tones, Stashka Loka, Steve Adamczyk, the Music Company, Steve Fornick Orchestra, the Harmony Kings, the Chi-Town Express, John Jaworski and his, no, wait a minute, Jerry says, John Jaworski and his keynotes, and then there's John Jaworski and the Icy Notes. Is that an inside joke? The musical airs, the Joe Fat Pathetic Orchestra, Casey Shavinsky, the Monumentals, the Good Times. Were you sober when you did this, Benny? No! The Ampliers, the Casinos, the Chicago Push, the nation's #1 polka band, Eddie Bozoinchik, Little Richard, Casey Homel and the Happy Polka Stars that are performing for you this evening. Joe Valega and the Happy Hearts, Don Jablowski and the Viber Sounds, Jimmy Michaud and his Music Explosion, the Dominoes from the southeast side of Chicago, the Gents of South Chicago, and Frankie Saliga and the Bel Airs. Max has recorded LPs and tapes with 8 of the nation's top polka bands. The Starlights, Eddie Blazonczyk, the Tones, Little Richard, Joe Valega, the Chi-Town Express, Jerry Zahara, and Casey Homel. Not many people can say that it recorded with 8 of the finest polka bands in the field. Max Kawa, right over here, did that. That's a milestone in the polka field. Don't be giving me those dirty gestures there. But Max, you know, a gentleman just said you never could keep a job. Why did you bounce around so much between orchestra to orchestra?
Like a rubber band.
Different women on the road, or?
No, I didn't say that. Why do you start that? I said I wouldn't say that. Why do you start that? I said it.
But right now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to bring up a number of people for the reason our presentations here this evening. Right now, I'd like to call up the Dean and the Queen of Chicago Polka Radio. Please give a warm welcome to Chet and Dolores Schaefer. Come on up there, Max. Here they are. Over 40 years on polka radio. Here's another institution in the polka field. I see you took the leash off of Chet tonight.
Max, on behalf of the average polka fans, which I am, I'm an average polka fan, I congratulate you. And because we've benefited from your hard work over all these years. We've enjoyed the music, even though we didn't really know that Max Kawa was doing the hard work that he was. I remember when I started doing the broadcast with Chet, and we were doing the remote broadcast, it seemed like I was getting confused because every time I turn around, I thought we had a different band, but Max Kawa was there. I didn't know which band was playing, I just knew Maxie was there. Congratulations to you, and many, many more years.
Max, on your 30 years, I just wanted to say that you just got your feet wet. Look at Steve Adamczyk, he's got 50 years. There's another band coming up close to 50 years, Eddie Wojcik, he's still playing today. I just want to say, keep it up, zdrowia, szczęścia, powodzenia I 100 lat.
Dziękuję. I never thought I'd be featured on the Chet and Dolores' show this past Monday. Thank you very much.
Chet and Dolores Schaefer, the Queen and the Dean of Polka Radio in Chicago. And you know, we mentioned a few names here. I don't want to slight anybody, and if I forget you, I apologize. But with us here to pay tribute to Max is a great man. He's why the polka field still goes, I think. Mr. Steve Adamczyk. Steve, where you at? Right over there. Hall of Famer. An institution in the polka field. Also, we'd like to acknowledge, or we'd like to have come up right now, your Sunshine Girl, along with the weatherman, whose barometer is always on the rise, Eddie Mohovsky and Emily Richards from the Sunshine Polka Show, our radio station WPNA, 1490, each and every Saturday from 2 to 2:30. Tony Smith, you said you had a 44, and I can't disagree with him.
Somebody here said it was a 48. It grew 4 inches since Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, as Keith told you, every Saturday at 2 o'clock on 1490 AM, the first thing you hear is Max Kawa singing "Let the Sun Shine In," shaking hands with your neighbor, and happiness will never leave your heart. For that, Maxie, we are very, very grateful. You make the show for us, and we hope that this will be another niche in your life. Thank you very, very much. Here's a little presentation. And now I'd like to introduce my secretary, the weatherman, Mr. Eddie Mahusky.
I would like to echo my best wishes to a man who really loves not only people, but he loves music. And anybody that loves music is gotta be okay with me. So I'm going to wish the Max Kawa not only 30 years, but another echo of 100 years.
I'd like to thank the both of you. Ed, is it going to rain tomorrow, or?
We'll have to wait and see until we get there.
He makes the weather whatever you want it. If you want it to rain, he'll make it rain. So we got about 60 different answers here tonight, so you can expect almost anything tomorrow. Hello, hello. I pushed the wrong button. Sorry about that.
Emily Richards and Eddie Mahusky. Don't forget to listen to them tomorrow, 1490 WPNA from 2 to 2:30, and see if Eddie's barometer is on the rise, right?
Right.
Well, maybe it might be on the rise tonight, right? You're not talking, okay.
Hey, watch this stuff.
They're going to the Jackrabbit Motel right after this, right?
I'm asking about his barometer.
His barometer, did you check with his wife? Emily and Eddie from WPNA.
Thank you.
Also in the audience with us this afternoon, or this evening, I should say, we have a gentleman who is a longtime member of the polka field, was with the original Versatones, Mr. Bobby Sendra, right over there. Right now, we're going to call up from the International Polka Association, the Vice President, Mr. Peter Ritzik, for the purpose of a presentation. Pete, from the IPA.
I'm going to do this straight, too. Max doesn't believe I'm going to get up here and do this straight tonight. On behalf of everyone in the International Polka Association, we'd like to extend our congratulations to Maxie and extend our best wishes and a continued success for many, many more years of polka entertainment, and thank you for all those years you have given us. And we also like to present him with this plaque of our appreciation.
Thank you, Pete, and write something nice about me in the paper. And put your gym shoes on. You look bad with those shoes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up a lady right now who is representing the United Polka Association, but I have to say one thing about her. Last Wednesday, and many of you people were in attendance, and I don't want to take away from Max's day, but I have to thank all of you that were in attendance, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. This woman did a wonderful job with the world's greatest polka band. From the United Polka Association, little Rosie Sabansky. Rosie? Why don't you stand up and talk to the people?
Thank you. On behalf of the United Polka Association, I'd like to present to you, Max, a plaque. This is what it says. Presented to Max Kawa for providing polka happiness for 30 years from the United Polka Association and his chapter. Johnny Hisney, President, May 18, 1990.
Yay, Rosie!
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We got
Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up a gentleman who Max has been working with for the past 4 years, 5 years? How long has it been, Max? 4 years. The leader of the Happy Stars. Let's have a nice round of applause for Mr. Jerry Zahara.
Thank you, Keith. Max, this crowd is really an indication of your popularity in this field. And me on this microphone this evening, I want to say, first of all, what a tremendous asset you are to this group, the Happy Stars Orchestra. Maxie came along with this group in January of 1986. As many of the Happy Stars followers here this evening know, we had a gentleman by the name of Dennis Crayson, who was quite talented, but decided that he wanted to get out of the music and kind of take it easy and spend more time with his family. And it was somewhat difficult for the orchestra to make a decision as to how do you go and replace someone that we thought was as talented as Dennis was, and he was a very talented individual. So we made a decision as a group, and we selected Max Kawa. And I'll tell you, Maxie, I think was probably one of the best decisions this orchestra has made.
The best.
Maxie Kawa's been playing now with the Happy Stars Orchestra for 4.5 years. Does this seem that long? 4.5 years, I checked that out. And Max, on behalf of all the guys from the orchestra, we want to thank you because you truly are an asset to the group. Thanks for your contributions in everything, including your musical talents. And on behalf of the group, Max, we want to offer you this card, and within the card is a check from the group and a small thank you, and may God bless you. Thank you, Max.
Thank you, Jerry. But you know, Jerry, I was really expecting a plaque from you because you always ask me for $10 anytime you play a plaque. But anyway, I'll take this. Thank you.
At least you're honest. You have to cash that check before midnight tonight, though. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we're going to call up to the microphone two people who are the driving force behind the Happy Stars. You see them no matter where you go. They promote the Happy Stars every chance they get. Let's bring up right now Mr. John and Loretta Killian. Barry Goldwater, right?
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Keith. When I came here today, I knew I was celebrating, or somebody was celebrating a 30th something. I didn't know whether it was Maxie's birthday or whether it was Maxie's 30th wedding anniversary. But as I'm sitting and listening, I understand it's his 30th year in the musical field. So on behalf of my wife and myself, I would wish to congratulate you and present you with this little plaque that was made by Mrs. Killian. It says on it, no printing except for the 30th and the trumpet and some musical notes and an envelope. So Maxie, it's been nice knowing you, and keep on knowing you. And we'll keep on being friends as long as we are together. Thank you very much. Yeah.
John, before you go, have a good time tonight. We always do this now. Have a good time and dance with your wife tonight.
You know, when he said have a good time, that's how we greet one another. When we're at a fair that the boys are playing, when Max and I see one another, we come over, shake hands, and say, have a good time tonight, and that's it. And we don't speak for the rest of the evening.
You're right.
John and Loretta Killian. Before the important people, the real big shots get up there, on behalf of my boss, Mr. Ron Yashinsky Herbert, who's still recuperating from the Polka Combat show the other day at Polonia, on behalf of the ETC network, Ron and myself would like to present you with the certificate award for the outstanding achievement that you have given to the polka field on behalf of the Ethnic Television Channel. Max, thank you. All the continued success and happiness that you have.
Thank you, Keith, and you're great. All the great words you said about me.
We'll square up at the bar later on, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that Max Sr. is here. Can we bring him in, please? Mr. Max Kawa Sr. Mr. Kava, come on up here, as long as you're walking in. Did you get lost tonight? Partially? Not fully? Tell us about your son, Max Kava, real quick.
Well, that's my only son. So through the years, we try to do the best we can for him. And as far as the music, he was fooling around with my trumpet. And I says, you want to learn to play this thing? You'll have to learn the scale and whichever. So it went on. He joined the band over at St. Peter and Paul. Close. I'm not here, so. And from there on, he joined a small polka band. And he done pretty good. So I didn't bother him in any way or push him. And here the fella really got to where he is now. So that's all I have to say. I can't get more.
He's the greatest, and so are you, really. If it wasn't for you, he wouldn't be here, right? Mr. Kava Sr.
I got a microphone here that isn't working.
Your speaker isn't working? It must belong to the Happy Stars. It's not working. Okay. We'd like to call out the proprietor of the beautiful Cascade Banquets here right now, Mr. Eddie Kropchik. Eddie? Is he here? I'm sure he is. There he is. Oh, we'll bring Teresa up too. Because, you know, you look better with Teresa standing next to you.
Thanks a lot, kid. Ladies and gentlemen, I consider myself a very lucky and very happy man tonight. It's nice to see all of you here, but, you know, for a man like Max Kawa, for 30 years, he's been practicing all over. Finally now, he got the beat. He ended up at the Cascade. So I have the #1 trumpet player and the vocalist. Ladies and gentlemen, that's wonderful. Maxie, I tell you, we appreciate you very, very much. You're a hell of a guy. You're a hell of a trumpet player.
United States, Chicago, and but you can't find too many, like a guy like this that, like you said, recorded with about 10 different bands, played with about 28 different bands within 30 years. And any band he's with, he just plays just like he's part of the band. He don't make mistakes. He ain't like me.
You play by ear?
Yeah, I play by ear, that's why.
We know that.
Anyways, Maxie, we got this plaque here with a clock on it.
Hey, get it.
You can always hang it in your bedroom, you know.
Look at it, right?
And we got this here presented to Max Kawa, the greatest trumpet player and vocalist for over 30 years in the polka field, and he has played with 28 top polka bands in that time. We wish you many more years in the polka field. Your friends, Casey and Diane Homel.
You know, Case, like I says on the radio, and the Chet Schaefer show, my mother must have inspired you too.
And last but not least, as he said on the Chet Schaefer show Monday, the woman who's been putting up with him for 30 years. His wife, his beautiful wife, Sandy, and son Jeff, and his girlfriend Janice are here with us. Also, all the way from Grand Rapids, Michigan, Donna, that's it, and her friend Dan came all the way here to pay tribute to Max. And his daughter Jennifer is at her senior prom tonight, so she couldn't be with us. And once again, Mr. Max Kawa Sr. And let's remember Jean, his mom, also, who's here with us in spirit. Sandy, come on up. Have you really been putting up with him for 30 years?
27 and a half.
He lied?
He lied. Right. Okay. Okay. I even have a plaque for him. And would you hold it? It says, to Max, the greatest husband, dad, son, and trumpet player. Love, Sandy, Jeff, Jennifer, Dad, and we put your mom on. Because really, if anybody would be even happier than Max is tonight, it would have been his mother. Because, you know, the sun just rose and shined on him. So she'd be very happy. So anyway, here, put this in the basement. Our pictures are on there so you see what we look like when you're in the basement for hours at a time. Okay? Okay.
No,
I'd like to thank my wife Sandy for putting up with me for 30 years in the music field.
27 and a half.
27, no, it's 30 years. No, it's 30 years. We'll discuss this tonight, don't worry about it. Thank you very much. You're next, Keith.
Are we gonna have a garage sale with all this stuff? No, huh? Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, she wants to come up and say a few words? She has a present. Well, you can come up and say a few words. She drove 3.5 hours to be here, right?
Uncle Max, congratulations. 30 years.
This is my beautiful cousin. She's one of 7 children. My cousin Beverly and Don from Grand Rapids, Michigan. She came here and representing them. Thank you very much.
Also, there's a centerpiece on the table right here that was given to you to take home tonight by Jim Killian and his secretary, Chris Pietsch. Wow, the secretary's day here.
A lot of secretaries.
I think that it would be fitting at this time for everyone. I know you're going to do it anyway, so might as well get up out of your chairs and give this man a round of applause for over 30 years in the polka field. Mr. Max Kawa. Maxie, the polka field thanks you. The polka fans thank you. You are professional. You are one of the greatest trumpet players in the field. And it proves it because the people love you. God bless you and continue blowing your horn.
Keith, I'd like to thank you and all the beautiful words you said about me. I'd like to thank my family, Stash, Florence. You made it. What happened? Did you get lost? On my father's side, the Birds, the Yakovskis, everybody, thank you very much. I don't know what else to say. Betty and Diane for all the beautiful centerpieces, the pictures. Oh, I'll never forget this, really. People from Riverside and South Chicago and Michigan City. Oh, unbelievable. Steve Adamczyk and his family over there. Bentley. All the trucks are in the parking lot. Oh my God. Oh, thank you. Joyce Adamczyk. It's really, I'll never forget this as long as I live. So thank you very much. Have fun tonight. Thank you. You know, one more thing. This is a very special day today. I'm celebrating my 30th anniversary in the polka field. and the Pope's got his birthday today. He's 70 years old. How about singing happy birthday to the Pope? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear you Pope. Happy birthday to you. All right.
Yeah, Stola. What happened to the Stola?
Georgia's polka, and we're going to especially play this for Georgia Sarnecki, along with our bass player's mother over here, and who else? And your cousin. And also for Carrie's secretary. Which is Georgia.
And also we'd like to dedicate this tune especially for Edward Gleba. He's always taking my dad out bowling once a week. Okay, here we go with Georgia's polka.
Okay, we're also going to do this tune for Ray Renz, who's celebrating his birthday here today.
especially for Ray Renz.
Alrighty, and here's one entitled Getting Old Polka. Wait, Eddie Simkowski has an important message. Imported all the way from Indiana.
Appropriate tune, the Getting Old Polka.
Stary jak se stary, moja droga siła, która pójdzie za mnie, która pójdzie za mnie, będzie nieszczęśliwa. Która pójdzie za mnie, która pójdzie za mnie, będzie nieszczęśliwa. Stary jak se stary, stary jak motyka, ale jak zaśpiewą, nie trzeba słowika. Ale jak zaśpiewą, nie trzeba słowika. Miałem bracie w szkole, kochałem muzykę, kochałem pamięci, kochałem różnych dniach. Kochałem muzykę, kochałem pamięci, kochałem różnych dniach. Teraz jestem stary, już na ciebie wsiądę mam. Jak ty jeszcze lubię i dobrą muzykę, jeszcze kocham. Jak ty jeszcze lubię i dobrą muzykę, a mi jeszcze kocham.
The song Life of a Drum. And this comes from John and Laurie Patella and cousins and the Kruger family. Okay, especially for George and Dolores.
your time. On WCEV each and every Friday from 3 to 4:30. And then on Saturday and Sunday on WPNA 1490, the nation's #1 wife, Tish Blazon. I'll give you the $20 later on.
I want $2 from you.
Between the 7.
Okay.
He won't get jealous. He won't get jealous. He's out of town. Okay, we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for being late. Margaret and I have businesses to take care of, and we can't always be everywhere on time. So we apologize. But we are here for Maxie, our buddy. We love him dearly. And this little presentation we're making because Big Ed naturally is out of town, and Eddie asked me to make an appearance here and to give a little something to Max to congratulate him on his special day. So I'd like to read this, please, if I may. This is an appreciation award presented to Max Kawa, one of the finest musicians and greatest guys I've ever had the opportunity to work with in the polka field. You are a gentleman, and you will always be a very dear friend of ours. Good luck in all of your life's future endeavors. 100 lat. This is from Eddie Błazończyk and Tish.
Tish Blazonczyk, the nation's #1 wife.
I'd like to thank you, Tish and Eddie. Eddie's my best friend. My customer. He'll get a free haircut next time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I know what to say. I know what to say.
No, he does his own thing. He's okay. It was hard though, with him playing when the kids were little. When I was home with them, or if we wanted to go, we dragged them. You know, the kids just didn't want to.
miasteczka stała młoda dziewczyna. I piękna była, piękna jak laleczka, ale była za młoda. I piękna była, piękna jak laleczka, ale była za młoda. Hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie, kręci głowę, głowę, głowę. Hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie, kręci głowę. A ta moja dziewczyna, taka wymalowana, słodka, młoda dziewczyna miała. You're right there. Zimne łoczka, piękna zimne łoczka, młoda dziewczyna miała. Here we go. Hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie, dziewczynie głowę, głowę, głowę. Hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie, dziewczynie głowę. Młoda dziewczyna każdego chłopca chciała. 18 lat, i 18 lat jeszcze ona nie miała. 18 lat, i 18 lat jeszcze ona nie miała. Hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie, dziewczyny głowę, głowę, głowę. Hej, hej, kawalerowie, nie zawracajcie, dziewczyny głowę.
Right after this, we'll do Kukayasu, because you have a few requests for that one. When you get out of here, please get the riffraff away from the bandstand, please. Oh, thank you, that felt good. You didn't know I'm into that stuff, huh?
nie będę żył na wieki, choć płakała. Będzie śpiały róże zawsze dostawało. Mam w ogrodzie mogi piękne róże dwie. Proszę cię, kochajś mnie. In my garden, there's 2 roses just for you. No one else will ever do. In my garden, these 2 roses are for you. All I ask is please be true. If you love me through the years, the months, the hours, then forever you'll receive bouquets of flowers. There's 2 roses in my garden just for you. Please love me, 'cause I love you.
We'll do it. We'll do it. Maxie, do you have the music? Because I don't know how this song goes.
chai, chai, cioccolato, czarną kawę i popijam chai, chai, cioccolato, rum. I popijam chai, chai, cioccolato, czarną kawę i popijam chai, chai,